Hi everyone! This is an info video about the Oracle Goddess workshops I'm going to be doing this summer. So, what does it mean to be an Oracle Goddess? Well, what does it mean to be an Oracle? Because Oracles can come in either gender, it doesn't matter. And I really like the word Oracle because it has the least religious flavor. I don't subscribe to any one religion. I think that in this day and age it's best that we melt them all together and take what works for each of us individually and bring it out. And I do, however, believe that it's really, really important now more than ever that our spiritual connection on the inside be strong. And so essentially what an oracle is someone who sees through this dimension into the other dimensions. And yes, it's something that it's commonly said people are born with, but you can definitely develop it. And human beings are intuitive. It's just part of who we are. We all are. So it's something you can either squish down, which we have done over so many years because of, the whole, if you are magical, sometimes you've gotten killed, burned, tortured, drowned, cut up, quartered, whatever else you want to say. So there's a reason. And sometimes we want to stuff stuff down. And even to this day, mistranslations of the Bible and stuff like that, saying that it isn't good to do this. So that's one of the reasons why I'm not into any particular religion. To me, what oracle means is that you can just see through, get information, or give information, weave things, or whatever it is, and bring it back into this world. And that's the biggest challenge, I think, to a lot of our soul family, is that it's sometimes hard to exist in both worlds at once, and that's what we're here to master, I think, in this time and space. So the workshops, every year I do a workshop in New York and LA, and every year they have a different theme. Last year we did City Goddess. So last year was all about bringing those worlds together. How do you maintain the energy of being fed by nature and being aligned with the natural kingdom in the city? And we made flower crowns as part of the workshop, which is part of the reason why I made one today, just to remember that and help bring it up and help with the natural progression of what's coming next. There is an awesome little ant carrying some huge heavy thing. Do you guys see this guy? Isn't he? I don't know if you can see him. I just have to look at what he's doing. That's amazing. Dude, you should probably get on the ground though. I think you're going on the wrong way here. You go over there and then I'll give you this. You can have it. Here you go. Enjoy. Okay. Anyways, I feel like that's symbolic. Okay, so feel free to look up ants, see what that means if you like. All right, I will when I get home. And my favorite book for animal divination, which is Animal Speak. That is the best one, I think. Whenever I see that on someone's shelf who I'm visiting, I'm like, you know what's up, yeah. So, Oracle Goddess. The idea is, of course, it's for women, this workshop. Some stuff I do is for men and women, but I just really love working with women. So we're going to be meeting outside in New York on July 22nd and in Los Angeles on October 14th. And you can look at the link down below, which takes you to the web page that will give you our schedule and exactly what we're doing. But essentially, what I like to do is use a bunch of different oracle decks to do really in-depth readings, oracle card readings. And I've done some of those on YouTube. You guys can find some of the videos that I've done for those. But essentially, we're going to be doing that. We're going to be going around. Everyone's going to bring oracle decks, and I will bring my oracle decks. And we will go around and use the different ones to give us different aspects of information about our lives. And people who've come to previous workshops will be able to check in and say, okay, since the last one, this is what I've manifested. This is what has been going on in my life. These are my challenges. These are my successes, etc. So that said, I will pull you guys a card. So I thought about whether to do this, and I decided that yes, I will pull a card, a goddess card from the Goddesses and Sirens deck by Stacey DeMarco and Jimmy Manton. And so this card represents both just some divination for you today, just some guidance on your path, and also whoever's going to be watching over this workshop. And also another thing we'll talk about at the workshop is, because it's not just about oracle cards. Oracle cards are one way. There are a million ways that you can look at what's happening in the world symbolically and find relevant information to your life. And so we'll talk about nature divination. We'll use pranic techniques. We'll talk about basically whatever you ladies want to talk about when you come. We can talk about interpreting dreams. We can talk about interpreting visions. One fun thing to go to is what is actually coming to me and what am I seeing for wishful thinking. There are some ways to be able to tell the difference between those two things. So, okay, pulling a card both for the workshop, what will be there to watch over us, what goddess is watching over us, and also something for you guys YouTube family and Facebook family. By the way, I'm doing Facebook Lives every Monday in July at 1 p.m. Eastern. I did one this past week. You can go on my Facebook page and see it. I'll put that link down below too. And it was really, really fun. And I'll do another one next Monday, of course. So, okay. Let's see. Who wants to come? Ooh, Sekhmet reduction. This is interesting because the first one I'm going to do is in New York City, like I said, on July 22nd. And I feel like one of the things about living in the city is there's a lot going on. And, you know, a lot of people ask me, well, I understand that you live the life you live where you are, but what if I live in the city? And I would just like to say, I usually live in cities. That's where I generally am. I live in big cities most of the time. You can absolutely do all the stuff I talk about in a big city. You might have to, if you want to get nature, you might have to drive an hour, tops probably, to get it, but you can likely get it very much closer. Just go on Google Maps and look for the green, zoom in, or find your natural parks, local parks and gardens and stuff. Okay, here we go, Sekhmet reduction. I had someone turn into her at Burning Man last year. It was a very epic moment. This person completely turned into Sekhmet in front of my eyes. It was cool. And I will be at Burning Man this year, by the way. More on that later. Okay, reduction. Here we go. Allow what you no longer need to be destroyed or reduced. Build your emotional authenticity. You are protected when expressing your true emotions in appropriate ways. Imagine a goddess of the most incredible heat. Her breath itself created the desert, and her eyes are full of fire. Imagine that this goddess contains the energy of the mightiest of cats, the lion, and shares this fierce feline's proud and royal nature. If you can imagine a goddess like this, you have glimpsed the Egyptian goddess Sekhmet. Sekhmet protected the pharaoh and his people, particularly during war. Warriors invoked her bloodlust and wild energy prior to engaging the enemy. Once the fight ended, her priestesses performed a series of rituals designed to placate her immense energies, normally involving the element of fire. With an echoing roar of her lion's head, Sekhmet steps into your life, asking you to burn away what it is you don't need. This fierce yet compassionate goddess can help you healthily release emotions that may have negative connotations but are not actually negative, like anger. We aren't always taught how to healthily deal with sadness, anger, depression, or even jealousy. But they aren't strange or unnatural emotions. In fact, everyone feels them at some point or another, but it is how we express them that makes the difference. In accepting these emotions and expressing them in a healthy way, we are able to release them and move on. By surrendering what you no longer wish to possess to Sekhmet's cleansing fires, you free yourself and are more able to move forward. Awesome. Excuse me, got a sweat mustache. Okay. Anyways, I love this goddess, and I have been feeling this week for sure. I've been feeling, I go through culling times in my life. I don't know if you guys do too. I'm sure you do though. And I'll just feel this fiery energy, and sometimes I'll do meditations with the dragon I know. Sometimes I'll use Sekhmet, but Sekhmet is she's a little intense. She just like strips it away. But I love that about her, because this is the thing. When you feel that culling energy, when you feel that fiery energy, it's divine too. That's one of the things that I've been changing since coming back from sabbatical is it's not that sweetness, niceness is exactly what you always want, and anything that is destructive and cleansing is bad. No, you need all of it in harmony, working together to create a beautiful world that is constantly evolving, changing, growing, and refining itself. So here's blessings to you for refining yourself and your life. And for those of you beauties who want to come to the workshop, I will put the link below. Like I said, they're definitely going to be in New York and LA, July and October, respectively. And I might do more, but I will definitely do those. I'm thinking about doing something in Florida in December as well, but we'll see if it happens or not. All right, sending you guys so much love from South Carolina. It's hot and gorgeous here, and my beautiful Sentinel pines, who I love. All right, take care. Blessings. Bye.